Hello everyone, welcome to knowledge sheet number 25, how to maintain intimacy. No matter who you are, what is your profession, very innate desire is to be in love, experience love and maintain intimacy. You experience love, but somewhere it gets lost. The intimacy gets broken. So here Gurudev explains very beautifully what breaks intimacy. First reason, ego or taking a stand. I am right. That's it. Right and wrong becomes more important than that relationship itself. This is the biggest mistake that we can do. Intimacy breaks because for you that person is less important. The relationship is less important. What is more important? My stand. I was right. I am right. Obsession with your own desire. Gurudev says demands destroy love. What happens? You're obsessed with what I want. Relationship cannot last. Taking intimacy for granted. You take the other person for granted and the intimacy for granted. Finding imperfection in oneself or others. Remember we had discussed this knowledge sheet about asuya and anasuya. Asuya means fault finding eyes. So you're constantly finding faults either in yourself or others. Cannot maintain intimacy. Expectations. Insensitivity or oversensitivity. These are two extremes which will not let you maintain intimacy. Lack of vivek or vairagya, discretion or dispassion. So what is vivek? This basic understanding of what is permanent and what is impermanent, what is changing and what is non-changing. Sometimes we give importance to such useless stuff which is going to change. Some thoughts, some emotions, some comments, some small events. When there is vivek, you know that this is all a flow of events. It's all changing. Then you don't bother yourself. If this vivek is not there, you cannot maintain intimacy. And vairagya is dispassion. If there are a lot of obsessions and vasanas, then you are very demanding, you are very obsessive. Then also intimacy cannot be maintained. Yeah, in the beginning it may feel like all flowery, amazing. But here we are talking about maintaining that intimacy. Judgments. And the last is grumbling or lack of gratitude. Very nice. How you can maintain intimacy? Intimacy brings a no-mindedness in you, where the mind dissolves and you experience the vastness. It brings you to the moment. Don't crib about the events. This is very important. And hold the other person responsible. This is what destroys relationships. This grumbling and cribbing and holding the other person responsible and making that other person apologize and say sorry. No, you agree, you accept it. Go beyond the events. Look beyond the events, meditate and be in the moment. You constantly moving on. We think of moving on only when there is a breakup with someone. Moving on is a constant process. Something happened in the morning, it is irritating you. That person whom you love so much said something. Now move on. Move on is a sadhana in itself. It's a practice. Constantly has to be done. Then you're again and again moving beyond the events. Look beyond the events. Meditate and be in the moment. What will help you to keep moving on? Meditation, your sadhana. Be magnanimous. Do not complain. Engage in creative activities. Appreciate others. Make it a habit to uplift their enthusiasm. And make room to accommodate flaws. Everything is covered in this sentence. Do not complain. Engage in creative activities. See, when you are engaged in creative activities, you become free from vasanas and obsessions. When you have nothing to do, vasana grips you. So engagement in creative activities, appreciate others, make it a habit to uplift their enthusiasm. Someone comes with a good idea, they should feel that you are like a supporting pillar to them. And make room to accommodate flaws. In our house we have a dustbin. The dustbin is a very important object that keeps the whole room clean. So you have kept a space for garbage. You accommodate the garbage in your own house. How much ever you love your house, but you still have some space for garbage. It's very important. That keeps the entire home clean. When you love someone, you take it for granted that they love you too. When you constantly ask for proof for that other person's love, it becomes a big burden for the other person because that person has to constantly prove that they love you. See, if you are being constantly asked for proof, how would you feel? You feel that burden, no, you want to then move away. But if the other person takes your love for granted, then you can be very natural with this person. You feel the freedom. So give this freedom to others. How? Take it for granted that they love you. And in one of the talks, Gurudev said, even if there is no love, the love will start springing up. And he said, this is a secret. Because you have just taken for granted that you have been loved. Then you don't demand it. You don't grumble and complain. And you don't ask for proof for other person's love. This is the way to maintain intimacy. Jai Gurudev. The next knowledge here is about only the best will happen to you. So see you in the next video.